Liverpool versus Man United, the story of a rivalry. In English football, historically speaking, it does not get any better than Liverpool versus Manchester United. The two clubs share as many as 128 major honours between them and are always looking to get one over their bitter adversaries. And if we had to look at their greatest battles of all time, it would take much more than a short YouTube video. So instead we limit ourselves to modern times and look at the most memorable recent duels of the two giants. So let's get going without a further ado. The Wizardry of Berbatov. Regardless of what league position both teams are in, form goes out of the window when they lock horns. And in 2010-11 at Old Trafford, this fixture lived up to the hype. To sum it up, there was only one man who grabbed all the headlines: Dimitar Berbatov. The former Tottenham Hotspur man was prolific as he opened the scoring with a header off Ryan Giggs' corner.
What about this one? Berbatov! Great time to score! Dimitar Berbatov late on in the first half.
The Bulgarian doubled the lead with a sensational overhead kick in the second half.
Berbatov! Berbatov! Oh my word! That's incredible! That is genius! They'll be showing this goal for years to come!
Even though Steven Gerrard's brace brought a few worrying faces in the Stretford end, Berbatov continued to shine as his winner in the 84th minute left Pepe Reina stranded.
Scholes, they're going to have a go. No, he doesn't. He finds O'Shea. O'Shea's ball in. Berbatov! Patrick! Incredible game! Incredible! Dimitar Berbatov makes it 3-2!
At the Theatre of Dreams, Berbatov may not have achieved the heights initially expected of him, but his performance alone keeps him in the good books of the United faithful.
Absolute epic! What a game!
The Suarez handshake row. When you think about Manchester United and Liverpool, we expect some huge headlines to be made during the 90 minutes. However, in the Old Trafford fixture of 2011-12, the breaking news was more about the incident that happened before the kickoff. During the handshake before the start, Luis Suarez ignored Patrice Evra's hand before moving over to Rio Ferdinand. The United captain, after watching Suarez shrug off Evra, chose not to shake his hand either. All this happened after Suarez was banned for 8 games after racially abusing Evra. And Evra, being the bigger man, decided to put his hand forward despite his grudges with the Uruguayan, only to be snubbed by Suarez. After the match, Sir Alex Ferguson called Suarez a disgrace to Liverpool Football Club. The match itself finished 2-1 to the home side, with Wayne Rooney grabbing both the goals for the defending Premier League champions. The best possible revenge for the Red Devils. That Gerrard celebration. Manchester United were on course to win a 3rd Premier League title in a row, with Liverpool just a few points behind them. However, Liverpool made the title race interesting with a remarkable match against their enemies. Cristiano Ronaldo gave the defending champions a lead from the penalty spot before an error of judgment from Nemanja Vidic brought Fernando Torres one-on-one with Edwin van der Sar, and the Torres of Liverpool never needed a second invitation.
Vidic lets it bounce, and Torres is all over it, and Torres is in for Liverpool! Fernando Torres! Wonderful!
Then the legendary Steven Gerrard scored from the spot to give the away side a meaningful lead.
Ronaldo scored from the spot. Now can Liverpool's top scorer? He can! Steven Gerrard just about squeezes it past it.
The most memorable moment was when he went to the camera and kissed it gleefully as a reply to the boos he received from the home crowd. The match went beyond the stretch of Alex Ferguson's men when Fabio Aurelio and Andrea De Seno scored 2 second-half goals to bring Liverpool back in the title race with a heavy win.
De Seno! Oh my word! 2-2 for Andrea De Seno!
Meeting for the first time on the European stage. After Louis van Gaal's men got demoted to the Europa League after finishing 3rd in the Champions League group stage, they met their old rivals in the most exciting yet unfamiliar circumstances. The first leg at Anfield was pretty one-sided, with Jurgen Klopp's men dominating the game. It finished 2-0 to the home side with goals from Daniel Sturridge and Roberto Firmino.
He's
the second leg, Van Gaal's men started brightly with a penalty from Anthony Martial.
Martial repeats his call, and it's game on now as Ultra.
However, Philippe Coutinho extinguished the tie with a brilliant chip over David De Gea.
The additional time at the end of this first half, and Coutinho's away here from Varela. Oh, what a fantastic goal by Philippe Coutinho! That's a real momentum turner on the stroke of half-time.
Although both teams gave us two exciting games, in the future they would want to face each other in the penultimate stages of the Champions League rather than the Europa League, and we hope that too. A stamp of domination from Liverpool. The 24th of October 2021 was a huge day in the history of football as we saw football desirables across Europe, England, Italy and Spain. However, the heated rivalry between United and Liverpool was quickly extinguished by the brilliance of Jurgen Klopp's men. It took only the 5th minute for the men in white to go ahead via Naby Keita before Diogo Jota doubled that lead in the 13th minute.
Manchester United, Trent Alexander-Arnold's cross, and it's 2, and Manchester United on the ropes.
After that, it was all about Mohamed Salah, as his hat-trick ensured one of the most lopsided scorelines in the history of this rivalry.
Robertson looking for Diogo Jota, it's a bobbler, and it's 4 for Liverpool, and Mohamed Salah has done it again. Henderson trying one round the corner, that is absolutely beautiful from Henderson, and it's Mo Salah again. It's absolutely ridiculous from this Liverpool number 11 at the moment.
Klopp's men also proved how many steps ahead they are from their arch rivals. Talk about snatching the bragging rights, and then some. While one side may have the upper hand at one time or another, both rivals make sure to never let the other team go out of sight. So while Liverpool may have the upper hand right now, United are in close pursuit and will continue to make this fixture an exciting prospect for all Premier League and football fans.